Hey there, Geometry Cats. Today we are looking at 10.3, we're going to call it. Segment lengths. Actually, 10.3b. Let's go. That's what we'll call it. That's its new name now. So before this whole time, we've been talking about what to do with the angles of a circle. Like, what do I do with this? Angle on the inside, on the outside, all that good jazz. This time we're going to look at some rules for what do I do if I want to find the lengths of the sides. Alright, we're going to have three different types we can see. But actually, our formula is going to look pretty similar the whole time. Okay? So this first example is, what do I do if I have two intersecting lines in a circle? Is there any relationship between them? And yes there is. If that's length A, that's length B, and that's C, and that's D, then A times B equals C times D. So you multiply right across there, bud. That's all there is to it. Now what do you do if your angle is on the outside? If it's on the outside, you do your little piece, A, times the whole thing, the whole length. Now in this case, the whole length equals A plus B. The whole thing is when you add A and B together. Sometimes they'll give you that number, sometimes you have to do the adding. You have to do some critical thinking. I know that's scary for y'all, but y'all can do it. I wouldn't assign you something if you didn't know how to do it. This bottom one, we have C times the whole thing, which the whole thing is C plus D. Ay, writing is hard. Ay. Ta-da! Now let's look at one more case. What do I do if one of these lines is a tangent? Well, so far I've been doing like a piece of line times another piece of line, a piece of line times the whole thing. Well, this one I'm going to do A times the whole thing. Well, the whole thing is just A. So it's A times A, which is A squared. That's A squared. Then down here, I use my same, it's actually the same formula as type 2, just a little different, because A is its short side and the whole thing. Okay, so now that equals my short side times the whole thing, B plus C. Okay? Okay. Alright, let's see an example of each, and then I'll do some more in class when we have it. Alright, let's take a look at example 1. Alright, we're solving for x. So if I look back at my notes, this is type 1. So I'm doing x times the other part of the line, x times 10, equals 14 times 15. That's all there is to it. Now sometimes these are going to be gross and get algebraic, but this first example I'm doing is just a quick example. We'll do some of the more difficult ones in class. Alright, 14 times 15 is 210, equals 10x. Divide both sides by 10, of course. I get x equals 21. Alright. Yeah, it's a good one. I'll do that one in class. Alright, I'm going to keep going forward though, because again, this is an intro. Alright, let's take a look at number 5. So on one like 5, my angle is now on the outside. So this looks very similar to type 2. According to type 2, I do 9 times this whole length, which is going to be 9 plus x. When you combine those, you get the whole length. Segment addition postulate from 1.3, let's go. So I'm going to do 9 times 9 plus x equals 8 times this whole length. 8 plus 19 is 27. Okay, You add them together to get that whole length. So you do 8 times 27. Well, 8 times 27 is 216. Now remember that 9 we have to distribute, and it has to hit each of these. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times x is 9x. Then, good old-fashioned algebra. Subtract 81. Subtract 81. 9x equals 135. Divide by 9. And x equals 15. Alright, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Alright, let's go to number 11, actually. Let's go to number 11. Alright. Again, the angle's on the outside for number 11. So I'm going to do 27 times this whole length, which should be 21 plus 27, which is 48. So I do 27 times 48 equals. Now on the other side, I do x times the whole length, which is still x. So I get x times x. Wowee. So 27 times 48 is 1,296. X times x is x squared. Because it likes to square dance. Sorry, guys. Now, how do I take an x squared and get it so it's just an x? Well, you square root it. If you square root it, those cancel. So if I do something on the right side, I also have to do it on the left side. And the square root of 1296 is actually 36. So x is 36. Alright guys, I told you I'm going to try to keep these videos short, and I'm going to stick to my guns. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.